So I wanted to come to y'all today and just have a real talk with y'all today. Is it Thursday? Matter of fact, this will be a thorough Thursday. All right, y'all. So a couple people was asking me about if y'all been with me that long. I know quite a few of you have. When I used to make videos back in the day, I started making videos back in 2007, I believe. That's when I was still in college, still working on my undergraduate degree. And everybody who was on the channel back then saw me transition from working on my undergraduate degree to getting accepted into Texas A&M master's program for my master's in English. And I was in graduate school, and I actually stopped making videos shortly after I started school there, because I was teaching. I was just very busy while I was in grad school. A couple people asked me what happened with grad school. Well, I dropped out. I did the full 2 years of the master's program. I still have a 3.8 GPA, but I failed my final exam. It's a long story, but I'll just say I failed my final exam, and I just really felt defeated after that for a long time. I still do. That was back in 2010. It's 2014 now, and I'm still, for a while, have been wallowing, just afraid to make the next move. After I left school, I just was so drained and so worn out and so defeated that I just decided not to pursue it anymore, and I decided to start pursuing my teacher certification, which I want to teach English on a high school level. And I've been working on my classes sporadically. I'm doing online certification, and it's taken me so long to just kind of get my mojo. And it's not that the classes are hard, because they're not. It's just, but I have this fear. I've had this fear in my mind of failing again, that I've really hesitated to really try and go for it the way that I could. And I'm saying this to you guys today because I was talking to my mom today and telling her that, Richard and I have been talking about me going back to work. And I feel like right now it's too early, but I feel like this time next year I'll be ready, by the time that Gracie is almost 2 years old. And, we can put her in daycare and everything. And I can go ahead and go back to teaching. And I was just telling my mom, that I'm still scared, and she said, didn't you have a lot of fear when you guys were trying to get pregnant with Gracie? And I'm like, yeah, we did. And she said, y'all went through a whole lot of times where y'all felt like quitting, where y'all had given up, where you felt like, it wasn't going to happen for you. And then, the next thing we were pregnant. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And, I really feel like it's the same thing with my school situation. I feel like I have been in a very stagnant place for the past few years. After I left school, I worked at Clear Channel Radio. I was there for almost 3 years, about 3 years. And, yeah, I've only been out of work for a year. So, yeah, I was there for 3 years. I learned a lot. It was a fun job. I really enjoyed it, but it really wasn't my passion. You feel me? Like, it was just a job. It wasn't something that was going to really further my career. It really didn't have anything to do with teaching at all. It had to do with radio programming. But, I still feel like I've been stagnant even while I was working there. And now that I'm home with Grace, it's like, okay, we're doing well. We're doing fine. We're making it. We're getting things done. But, my husband is working 2 jobs, and it's not always easy on him, and it's not always easy on me. And we finally kind of came to the decision that, I'm going to finish up my teacher certification by the end of the year and get everything done so that this time next year I can be hired for the school district here, and and be teaching the next school year. And so I wanted to talk to y'all about that because one thing I'm learning is that even like when we were trying to get pregnant with Grace, you have to have faith about certain things, but you can't just have faith. You have to also do the work. And I've been in a situation right now where I haven't really been doing the work, and I can admit that. But now I've gotten some fire in me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to pursue this, and I'm ready to move forward. I will, if I go back to work, we'll more than double our current income, and we'll be able to do better for Grace. We'll be able to eventually get a better place. We'll eventually be able to become debt free, get these student loans gone, get these credit card bills gone. We'll be able to just provide a better life for our daughter. And in all of that, that comes with, not having any more kids anytime soon, so that both of us can pursue our career goals. That comes with staying in our little apartment for a while, saving up our money, until we can maybe rent a home or something, which is probably a few years away. But I wanted to come to y'all because I know I'm not the only one who has maybe been used to succeeding at things, and then sometimes when you're hit with a failure, it can knock you down. And it's okay to get knocked down, but at a certain point you have to get back up. And don't be like me, where it takes you 4 years to get back up. You know what I mean? It's time for me to start making these moves, and so that we can be in a better position, and so that we can start to do better for our family. I'm excited about it. I wrote down a little plan. I typed it up and printed it out and put it on the refrigerator. My mom told me to do that. She said so that every time you go and you look in your refrigerator, you're going to see that plan sitting on that refrigerator. What I really wanted to say is just, you can't let fear defeat you. It's easy to be afraid and just stay in one spot and not try to do better. The hard part is stepping out on faith. It really is. That's the hard part. And also doing the work that comes with that. That's hard. It's not always easy, especially if you're feeling comfortable, with where you are, or you're feeling, content with where you are. Sometimes you may not feel the need to make a move, but I honestly feel like it's time for us now to start pursuing, these career goals, and to start doing better for our family. We do fine. You feel me? But I know that we can be a lot better. We both have the potential to be better and do better for our daughter, and eventually I do want to go back and write my master's thesis and finish. I mean, because that's really all I need to do. But I've been so scared for so long, and it's taken me a long time to admit that that's the reason I have not made a move, because I'm afraid of failing again. And my mom was telling me I have some family who, they all have pursued graduate degrees, law degrees, things like that. And, several of them failed their exams like 2 or 3 times. But they didn't let that keep them from pursuing their goal again and just keep trying. If they had given up, they wouldn't be where they are now. And they're all pursuing amazing careers. I don't want to be one of those people who gives up. I may have been knocked down for a while. I have been knocked down for a while. But it's time to get back on my feet, I don't want to just get complacent, with just making it. That's not really what I want for our family. In the long run, it wouldn't be what's best for our family. It wouldn't be what's best for our daughter. And I want her to see me be an example. I feel like teaching is something that I've done in the past. I did it on a college level while I was in graduate school. It's something that I'm really good at, something that I really enjoyed, and I feel like I can make a difference in my community. I want my daughter to see me do that. But I want her to see her father and I, create a legacy for her, and you can't do that when you broke. I'm sorry, but you just can't. And I wish that I was one of these ladies on here who is able to be a stay-at-home mom, and their husband is just balling out of control, and they don't have no money worries. But that's not our situation. That's not our reality. Our reality is we making it. Bills is paid, but we have money worries. We have financial worries, and it definitely would not be feasible for us to have any more children anytime soon with the financial position that we're in right now. And we definitely wouldn't be moving anywhere bigger than this little apartment for a long time if we're just basing it off of my husband's, what he's able to make. And he's working 2 jobs, you feel me? And I want us to get to a place where he don't have to work 2 jobs, where I can work and he can work, 1 job apiece, and we can pool all our money together and be looking a whole lot better than we are now. And that's my goal. I wish that I could make money off of YouTube like some folks, but I can't. And so it's time for me to really pursue what I love to do, and that's teaching. So I'm gonna keep y'all updated. My plan is to finish everything. I had already passed the state exam for my certification, but this year they're actually updating it so that it's not just grades 8 through 12, but that it's grades 7 through 12. So I will have to retake the state exam. And that kind of had me defeated for a while, too. Because I was like, man, at least I had that part done, and now I have to go back and retake it. But I'm going to retake it. I'm going to do what I need to do to fulfill the requirements. And I'm gonna get this ball rolling. And I have a year to accomplish all of these goals. My goal is next April to apply with the school district, and I hope y'all just stay along with me on this journey, but the fact is, if you have fear, then you're not going to be able to step out on faith. If you're always too busy being afraid to make that next move, you're never going to get anywhere. So I just wanted to encourage you guys, if you get knocked down, if you fail at something, don't stay down. It may have taken me a while to get back on my feet, but I'm back up, and I feel like things are going to be looking up for us. Things are going to start to get a lot better for us. And I'm just happy. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I'm motivated, and I hope that this helps to motivate somebody else, and to know, like, if you have failed at something, you're not the only one who has failed at something, and it's okay to fail. But it's not about staying down anymore. It's about picking yourself back up and pushing forward. And that's my plan. And I just want to share that with you guys. I've been hesitant to say, like, I dropped out of graduate school. I've been hesitant to come and tell you guys the truth. But I'm finally doing that today because I'm like, you know what? It's time to make a plan and actually stick to it. And make things better for our family and make a future for our family. So that's all I wanted to say, guys. Peace.